Hello viewers. Well, last week Trials Gold came out on the PC. I popped along to Ubisoft to speak to senior level designer Lee Rowland and find out more.
Basically, I'm very lucky to where I am. I made custom tracks for Trials HD, like a lot of people, and one of the developers saw my tracks online. He downloaded them, he liked them, and he asked me to come and work on the DLC for Trials HD, which I obviously said yes. So that was over 3 years ago. The track's too hard and it's just simply not fun. There's something wrong with it. So you try and balance it where the track is still playable but still challenging for the pro player. Ways we kind of do that is with easy or medium tracks we sort of put a hidden driving line in there, like time savers, shortcuts, that sort of thing. So the beginner player can play the track, they can go straight through, maybe fault once or twice, but they'll get to the end. The pro player can play it and find all sorts of new techniques and get to the end faster and play it differently and enjoy it more. Then obviously the extreme tracks are for the pro player anyway, but that's a different type of track. That's you're kind of making the extreme track for the skilled player anyway, but you're still tempting the less skilled player by putting checkpoints just within reach, so the non-skilled player can see what's coming up, so they can just about get to it. Even if they're faulting, they can see it and they just want to get there. Right. At its simplest level, you've got the bike. Will start. Bike's going to start down here. It's going to leap from here, and ideally, you want people to land there, so they keep the momentum when they land and speed to the finish. But the beginner player won't necessarily land here. They may fall short, so you need something for them to land on. So they won't fault, so they won't get annoyed, but they'll just lose time. So they'll land here and can keep going to a finish. Hopefully it does what I've expected. So you leap and then you land there. But the beginner player maybe doesn't hold gas as much, so he lands there and still can keep going. So you're not penalising the beginner player by placing really, really difficult ramps. Some of the good techniques for a good track, when you're building a good track, is first of all choose your difficulty. If it's going to be a medium track, make it medium all the way through. Don't have a beginner bit which is just flat and then a medium jump and then an extreme jump. Make sure it's the same difficulty all the way through. Place plenty of checkpoints. A good rule is you should always be able to see the next checkpoint when you're playing a track. Extreme tracks should have a checkpoint after every obstacle if possible. Choose a theme for your track as well. If you're going to make a great driving line, it's got lots of jumps, it flows really well, set it inside something fun. Is it a roller coaster? Is it a Trials HD style track? Just choose a theme and stick to that theme. And finally have a memorable moment. Whatever your track is, usually it's based on the theme. Find an area in that track where something happens or there's something really cool that when you play it, the player goes cool and tells his friends and says, play this track, this thing happens. You know, a train crashes through the wall, whatever. It doesn't have to affect the driving line, doesn't have to make any difference to what the player's doing, but it's eye candy. They remember it. Or it's a new obstacle that no one's ever seen before. Just have that one, or even more if you want, but have that one at least memorable moment.
So it's an opportunity then to pop along there and see a bit of Trials. I've really enjoyed Trials HD. I think it's a brilliant game, and Trials Evo, fantastic fun. A bit more approachable Trials Evo for myself than the first game. I thought the first game, the difficulty was sort of ramped a bit too high as you got into it, unless you spent a lot of time on it. Trials Gold, of course, includes both the HD and Evo packs there, so if you've not played it before, it's a fantastic purchase. It will keep you addicted and playing for hours, so certainly something to look forward to there. We're also going to be running competition for Xbox users on the website very soon. We're going to be giving away a few codes to some of the DLC that was released last year. So if you haven't got it yet and you are interested in getting your hands on the DLC for the Xbox, there'll be some competition, and I'll be outlining those on the forum very soon, so do keep an eye out for that. But that's it from me for now. As ever, more soon.